After the fall of Nazi Germany in 1945, the world demanded justice. And for the most powerful men of Hitler's regime, that justice came at the end of a rope. At the Nuremberg trials, 12 of Hitler's top officials were sentenced to death for war crimes and crimes against humanity. But the executions didn't go exactly as planned. First was Joachim von Ribbentrop, Hitler's foreign minister and one of his most loyal followers. When asked for his final words, he said, "God protect Germany. My last wish is that Germany may recover her unity." Moments later, he dropped through the trapdoor, but the fall didn't break his neck. He slowly strangled to death over the course of 20 minutes. Next came Wilhelm Keitel, the head of the German armed forces. He stood rigidly, saluted, and declared, "I call on God Almighty to have mercy on the German people." Like Ribbentrop, his hanging was slow and painful. Ernst Kaltenbrunner, one of the highest-ranking SS officers still alive, was unrepentant until the very end. His crimes included overseeing death camps and mass executions. He shouted, "I serve my country," before the noose tightened around his neck. Alfred Jodl, a top military planner, went to his death insisting he was innocent. He even signed his final note with Heil Hitler. Ironically, decades later, a German court briefly cleared him of guilt, before the decision was overturned again. Finally, Hans Frank, known as the Butcher of Poland, faced the gallows with a Bible in his hand. In his last words, he said, "I am thankful for the mercy I have found in Jesus Christ." The hangings were carried out by U.S. Army Sergeant John C. Woods, and reports later described them as botched. Some of the condemned suffered for as long as 25 minutes before dying. In the end, the same men who brought death to millions met their own end in a grim and perfect act of justice.